Hello everybody, sorry I'm late with the deck profile for the Link Strike ×3 challenge, but here we go. So, I got the idea to do the Link Strike challenge because I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers that do Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, and when they, basically I saw a challenge just like this, so here we go. I would play 3 Link Slayers because, for one reason only, if I control no monsters, I could special summon this card from my hand. And then, for another... So I saw that there's a combo that you should always start with, or cards that you should always start with. You should start with 3 Link Slayers, 3 Bitron, and the last one is 3 Draco. Not either one of these cards will guarantee you an easy first turn decode talker. I'll get to the extra deck monsters later in the video. So yeah. So I'd go for 2 Marshmallow, because if you put these face down, and this will basically guilt trip your opponent into attacking, because if they attack this and these are face down, after this card was attacked, you inflict 1,000 points of damage to your opponent. So if you have 2 out there already, or 1 out there later, and then you draw another one, like when your opponent is down to their last, like, 50 or 100 life points, this will be a good game ender. Now, 3 Battle Fader. Now I know what you're thinking. Why would I play 3 Battle Fader? They have 0 attack points. Well, their ability is simple. I'll take one of them to show you. So, yeah, this is what Battle Fader looks like. When your opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon this card from your hand. It ends the battle phase. So if you have 3 Battle Fader... Yeah, if you play 3 Battle Faders, you'll be able to stop the battle phase 3 times. But there's no guarantee that you'll have all 3 on the same turn. That's something that has never happened before. I don't know. But if that does happen, then it'll be great, because you'll be able to stop the battle phase once, and then next turn, if your opponent decides to attack you again, unless he doesn't have something in his back row to stop the ability, then you could stop the battle phase 3 times with this. Same with Marshmallow, but Marshmallow, you can't stop the battle phase, but you can inflict 1,000 points of damage. Now there's one card in here that may be able to get these cards back, so you could start your combo again. Well, whatever combo you want. So, 2 Dark Bribe to stop spells and traps from activating. And they can draw 1 card after the effect resolves. But it's good for getting out 2 cards in the back row. Terraforming, you play 1 Terraforming because there's only 1 Terraforming is a card that requires only 1. So Terraforming, you can add 1 field spell. That's great for getting Cybernetic Universe, I think it's what it's called. 1 Forbidden Lance, because it loses 800 attack, but it'll be unaffected by effects and other spells and traps. That's the upside. Now, here we go. 3 Swift Scarecrows, because you do not want to get attacked when you have... You do not want to get attacked, do you? So, if you have 3 Swift Scarecrows will be great, because if you Because say your opponent was gonna attack you directly, you could just discard, and you had one scarecrow. Discard that, and you could stop the direct attack. If you have 3, you could stop. And if you have 3 in your deck, basically when the time is right, you could stop these 3 attacks when you draw these cards. It's perfect. Okay. 3 Pot of Duality, because Pot of Duality has a nifty little effect. So, I can excavate the top cards of my deck, like so. And I can look at them. And then I choose one. And then, say you have a Pot of Duality in your deck, or in your hand when you activate the card effect. It's perfect because if you activate this and you get another Pot of Duality, you could just, and you have another trap that you can use. Once you choose your card, the cards that you don't choose, you can shuffle them back into the deck. So yeah, if you have 3 Pot of Duality and you have one, and one of the cards you excavated is this card, you could just put that card back into the deck for later, or take it. It's perfect. Okay. 1 card D. I wouldn't play 3 because that would be basically a waste of space. Because basically you sacrifice that card for draw 2 cards, and you can't special. If you have 3, it would stop you from special summoning all 3 turns if you draw that card. It's great for getting cards, but the downside is you won't be able to use your Link Slayer or Draconet effect to get your first turn Deco Talker. Yeah, so basically you could sacrifice this card and draw 2. Now here it is, the card that can get all your that can get at least maybe one of your combos back. 3 Jar of Avarice. Now if you play one of these, you could target 5 cards. So like say Link Slayer, you can have Ram Clouder. You could target 5 of those cards and basically replenish your entire deck with those 5 cards. If you play 3, it's like getting 5, 5, 5. So during the entire duel, you'll be getting a total of 15 cards back. But not all at once. Now here's the card that can... Now here it is. The card that might be a little bit bad. So... Or a little bit not what you expect. Cynet Universe. Oh, that's what it's called. All Link monsters like Deco Talker, Honeybot, Link Spider get 300 attack, but the downside is if the card is destroyed, all the monsters in your extra X zone will die. So if you don't have a Mystical Space Typhoon or I don't know what else can stop, or Dark Bribe ready, this could stop your whole plan of keeping Deco Talker on the field. Now, the good news is you could target one monster in the graveyard, like say Link Slayer or Draconet. You could shuffle it back into your deck to basically replenish your entire one of your, well, maybe not all of your combos, because Link Slayer you'll need. Yeah. But this card is really good for getting Link Slayer or Draconet back. 2 Mirror Force. These are great, because if you activate these, they destroy your opponent's monsters. So you could basically do that twice to stop them from summoning Egyptian gods or any other monsters that may help them. Now, there should be another Ram Clouder in here, because... Give me a second. Because I remember I had 2. Hang on for just 1 second. Okay. Maybe 1 Ram Clouder is enough? I don't know. When I find the other one, There should be another one. Ah, here it is. Oops, sorry about that. Excuse me. 2 Ram Clouder for getting back Draconet or Link Slayer. 3 Cyber Dragons, because if your opponent has monsters on the field, you could basically special summon these from your hand, tribute those to get Decode Talker, or tribute 2 to get Honeybot. And yeah, but getting Honeybot with 3 Cyber Dragons, I would not recommend. If you have 3 Cyber Dragons on the field, and you have another Decode Talker in your extra deck, I'd take that opportunity to use those Cyber Dragons to summon Link Slayer. Sangan. If you put these in defense position, it'll basically, and they destroy it, you can get a 15 attack or less from your graveyard. So say you don't have Draconet in your graveyard, you could basically just get Draconet from your deck to your hand and activate its effect. 1 Burden of the Mighty to weaken your monsters a little bit. Effect Vealer for the God cards, and maybe another card to stop it from summoning more monsters. Now, this might be a hard name to pronounce, so I'm just going to say 2 Evil Swarm Mandragora. Basically, if your opponent has more monsters, you could special summon these. If I wasn't doing the challenge, though, I'd have a Dark Rebellion Xyz Dragon in this deck, and I'd basically summon these, tribute them to summon Dark Rebellion. Yeah. 1 Mystic to stop to destroy something. Destroy one of their spells or traps. Fiendish Chain for any monsters. You could choose a God card, but it would kind of be useless against a God card. I think I would prefer you use the 3 Effect Vealers against the God cards. In my opinion, Effect Vealer 1 for Slifer, Effect Vealer 2 for Winged Dragon, and Effect Vealer 3 for Obelisk. But whatever floats your boat, it's fine. 2 Marauding Captains if you have like level 2 or lower, level 4 or lower monsters in your hand. You can summon Marauding Captain to summon another one. Then, yeah. Photon Thrashers for like summoning out some extra support. That's pretty good. Or you could use those to summon Honeybot. And with this new, if I would have gotten this deck during the last Master Rule, these wouldn't be helpful as much to get Honeybot. Honeybot would not be as helpful. But yeah. It's kind of like, and some people say that Link Slayer is kind of like Photon Thrasher because it's kind of like that. But Photon Thruster does not allow people to destroy spells and traps. Book of Moon for stopping monsters from attacking before the battle phase. It can put the monsters in defense position. Beast King Barros. Here's the thing. Attributing 3 monsters would be fine, but if you summon this before and you have like 2 effect monsters on the field and 1 normal, you can use that. Summon Link Spider, then you can summon your Honeybot with the 1 normal effect monster. Yeah, in this deck, it tells you, like for example, Bitron, it says 1 normal monster, so yeah. I'm not going to get into the combos like other people have done, but yeah. 2 bottomless trap holes to stop monsters with 15 or more attack points. Like if you're playing Magician Girls, I can use these to stop like Magician of Dark Chaos or other cards from getting out, like Dark Magician and cards that could really help when you play Magical Dimensions. This is the card that may help you win a little bit more. Torrental Tribute, I think that's what it says. Basically, Basically, I don't know why this card's not banned, but when a monster is summoned, destroy all monsters on the field. So basically, say your opponent summoned a monster, you could trigger this trap, and basically it's kind of like a lightning vortex if it were a trap. Supply Squad is perfect because if your opponent destroys your monsters, or if you destroy monsters by your card effect, you could basically draw one card. United We Stand for defense and attack. For each reset monster. Curry Bandit. Now, Curry Bandit. If I didn't have Jar of Avarice right now, Curry Bandit would be kind of useless because I wouldn't be able to get my monsters back. So that's why you only play one Curry Bandit. And finally, Compulsory Evacuation Device for all those tough attack monsters. Alright. Now that we got the main deck monsters out of the way, time for the extra deck. This is going to take like two minutes at most, I think. Always, if you're trying to do this challenge, no matter what deck you make, please play 3 Decode Talkers, 3 Honeybot, and 3 Link Spider. Don't just play Decode Talker, don't just play Honeybot, don't just play Spider. Play all of them, but times 3. Who knows? You might be able to get 2 Decode Talkers out. And playing 3 Honeybot, if one of them gets destroyed, you'll always know there's another one. Alright. Thank you guys so much for watching my deck profile. I'm sorry that I did it so late, but yeah. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's NinjaJackson909. It's the one with 71 subscribers. And yeah. Thank you so much for watching. And this is NinjaJackson909. Signing off. Smoke bomb. Boom.